Hey guys, hey ladies and gentlemen, gamers, noobs, everyone. I still new at that. Alright, so this is where we're picking up from the last video when I was showing you the inside of the orbiter. Remember, the orbiter is your ship, so this is basically, you know, it's basically your home. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, this is an easier way to summon your dog. You come here. Hello. Yeah, so you come here and you have these two options. Now, you guys are, you really have to be grateful because DNA stabilizers were really expensive. DNA stabilizers are what basically keeps your pet alive, right? So your pet, uh, they run on these DNA stabilizers because remember you're in space, there's no food. This is basically their food, right? So again, you guys really have to be grateful for this because when I first started the game, DNA stabilizers were like 25,000 plat. I believe now it's like what 5,000 plat. I mean plat credits. DNA stabilizers were 25,000 credits, and now I believe they're like 5,000 credits. So you guys really have to be consider yourself lucky for that. Um, I'll show you guys how to breed your own Kubro in a few moments. Give me 1 second, just showing you guys what to do here. So this is important. It actually really is important to play with your pet because they deal more damage when they're at 100%. So obviously every day I come and I play with my pet 3 times a day because those are the three. I mean, there's no limit to how many times you can play with them, but there's a limit as to how many times you can play with them that would affect this here, right? So uh, their loyalty goes down faster than their health, and their loyalty really depends on how many times that you play with them, how often you play with them, as a matter of fact. So he's full. There's no necessary need for me to play with him, but I will still play with him because that's my dog. My dog. My dog. Right. So let me show you how to breed one of these. How to create your own Kubro. So what you would have to do is you would have to first get an egg. So as you see here, I have 3 eggs. You have to get an egg, and you have to get an incubated power core, right? So to start off with, how you get an egg? You get an egg from doing Earth missions. So when you do missions on Earth, let me show you where you could find them. So this is the navigational map, right? So when you go on Earth, Earth is the only place that you can get a Kubro egg. So whenever you go on Earth and you go to do, oops, yeah, whenever you go to do a mission there, you have other Kubros. Do not try to pet them because those are enemy Kubros. But when you see the other Kubros, you'd see that they come in from a nest. And once you destroy the nest, you would see that very rare an egg would pop out, and you just have to collect the egg and complete the mission, and you have your own egg. For the incubator power core, I believe you had to craft it. And let me see, where is it? Is it here? Incubator. Look at it. So incubator power cores, these are the components for it, right? These components are very wide. This one here is widespread. It's easy to get. I don't have plenty because I don't play on the missions that contribute towards these components. Argon crystals here are the most rarest components. They can only be found in the void by doing void missions, right? These nanospores only start they only start coming in when you start to go. I believe is Saturn. So let me show you the first, I believe when you first start the game, they start you off, is it Earth or Mercury? I believe it's Mercury, no. Yeah, they start you off in Earth, right? So they start you off here, and this is where you could, how do I do this again? Right, this is where you could go as a PS4 player. This is where you could go and see which planets give you certain components, right? So you just go to a planet, you press the R3 button, and they would give you a list of the components that you'd find from each planet. So you start off in Earth, and then from Earth, as you can see here, the lines going across on Earth go to Mars and then Venus, right? When you go to Earth, right, you start off on Earth, you see these junctions. They have a list of I would say objectives that you have to complete before you go to that next planet. So for example, you see you had to complete the quest, was prized, I think that's a boss. You have to collect 20 mods. Mods are dropped when you defeat enemies, so that's easy to do. Apply 4 mods to a single Warframe weapon or weapon, sorry, that easy to do as well. So like, as this is the first planet, they will give you very easy objectives to do, right? And you have to upgrade. The last one is upgrade any mod. Upgrade any mod to rank 2 or higher, right? So let me show you how to do that. So this is your mod bench. This is where you come to all your mods. As you know, mods are what you use on your weapons, you use on Warframes, you use them on anything to modify them to give you a better abilities and to intensify damage and whatnot. So as you can see, this here, this is for shotguns. They give you 60% more damage, 60% more heat, and we'll get into all of that when I started introducing you to Warframes and weapons and whatnot. When I'll do separate videos for weapons and Warframes. They wouldn't be long videos. It'd be like nothing more than like 2.5 minutes, just to explain builds and the different ways that you could use them and whatnot. So this is a Riven mod. A Riven mod is a very rare mod that gives you very special boosts in attributes and whatnot, in damage and other things. So the mods really come in forms of rarity. I think the least rare mods are bronze. So that's this color here. See how it have a kind of bronze color behind it. And then you have silver. These are the silver ones. So these are okay-ish kind of mods, right? Silver ones. And then you have gold. Let's find a gold. These are gold mods. So these are the mods that you really look forward to getting and buying and whatnot, right? These are special. So anytime you see something special surrounding the mod, it means that there's something special added to it, and that's something worth reading on. So I showed you what the Riven mod. So the Riven mod is basically like the best mod you could get for a single weapon or Warframe. And obviously you can put more than one Riven on a weapon, but it has to contribute towards that weapon. So this is for the current, this is for the shotgun. I believe you can put another one, but you'd have to have space on your weapon to put the mods on. So these are my collection of mods. I have, as you can see here, like 6,500 mods. There are people that have way more mods than me. I'm not that much of a mod collector. Really and truly, mod collecting is not really much of a competition because mods are dropped easily. Like I said, the rarity in them, the most rare ones, the gold ones, don't drop that easily. So on occasion, you get these two. So the bronze and silver mods will drop faster than a gold mod. You don't get Riven mods from enemies. You have to do special missions, and you could buy them off of other people in the game using plat and credits. Right, so this is your mod bench. This is what you'll be using to modify your mods. Oops, let me just show you how to successfully modify a mod. So, sorry, to fuse. I'm using the wrong term. My bad. Let me find a simple one. So this armor drum, armor maximum 15%. this is how you fuse a mod to get it to have a better effect on your weapon or warframe. So you select your mod and you start the fusion using let's say you want to max the rank on this, right? The max rank. This is what you be using. So you be using this component called endo, right? Endo is I wouldn't say it's very freely. It doesn't drop commonly, but it's not rare like how argon crystals are rare. But these are they're not very widespread, if you understand what I'm saying. Like they drop a lot, but they drop in small quantities. So like you'd get 87, 90, very rare you'd get 102 from enemies and whatnot, you know. So as you know what credits are, so this would be the cost to max out this mod. As I said, it's a bronze, so just gonna max that out. And this is your endo count here. So remember, these are your credits here, and this is how much endo you have here. I know I don't have plenty endo. I just recently maxed out a ghoul and a riven mod. So that's that. Let me show you the difference to when you try to max out a ghoul. What is this? No, not that one. Berserker. Yeah, why not? Do a berserker. Okay, so when you try to max out, so just remember, the more rare the mods are, the more expensive it's gonna be to max them out. The fusion cost is gonna cost a lot more for the more rare mods. So as you saw, the previous one, it was much less than this, right? I just gonna max it out just to show you guys. So as you saw before, it was, let's see, it was 5% on attack speed. The more that you mod it, is the better the stats are for each mod, right? And I wanna use a better example so you guys better understand. Okay, let me show you continuity. So each Warframe comes with an ability, right? When you first start with the continuity mod, you come with 5% ability duration. So the duration is how long the ability can be used for. So because I maxed out continuity, it went from 5% to 30%, right? Basic. That's just how basic it is. I don't think this one was really expensive to do. I think there's an even more rare mod than Revenge. I believe those are prime mods. I think I have a few. Let me just find them. Oh, here we go. So these are the prime mods, right? So we saw continuity was at, yeah, I haven't maxed this one out because I don't have enough money to do it. I have been losing money over the years. I don't have enough credits and whatnot. So that's mods. What else I need to show you guys? This is basically a showcase for all. So this is another companion. So remember your Kubo here, your doggy. This is your other companion that you can carry on missions with you. What? Somebody called you here. Alright then. Like my little statue. Right, so the other parts of the orbiter. This is your relic. So these are what we use in order to get certain items to sell in the trading chat, or what you could use, as you can see here, you use these things to craft Warframe. So let me go back and show you in the foundry what you are using. So when you crack relics in relic runs, you get items that you can use to craft, right? So let me use a better example. What is a better example? What is a better example? Come on. Okay, so best example used, if you're trying to get Nova parts, right? You do relic runs and you get, once you crack the relic, you can get items like these, the system, the neuroptics, and the chassis, because these are the items that you need to craft Nova Prime. So understand that that the prime warframes, you need to do relic runs in order to get them, right? The 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 warframes that are not prime, like Chroma, you need to do missions to get them. Or let me see, I think Chroma is a very complicated one to find. Let me see if I can get it easier. Okay, Necros. So Necros, right? Where is it? Yeah, Necros. So you have Necros Prime and Necros. So Necros is the base Warframe. Necros Prime is obviously the Prime Warframe too. You would more want to get this, but what I recommend is get the base Warframe so you could understand how to use them better, and then get the Prime Warframe. When I first started playing the game, I did it the total opposite. I think the first Prime Warframe that I got was Hydroid. I got Hydroid Prime before I got the normal Hydroid, and I realized quickly that I was doing the wrong thing. So, yeah, that's what you use relics for. You use relics for that. Let me show you an example. So we go to our question and answer, and you ask them, where to find Necros. So you go, where can I find Necros? And the Necros blueprints found by defeating this boss here, the Lephantis boss. And why they have this in brackets is because they show you exactly where you could go and look for them. So you look in for it at that location. Yeah, I can't pronounce that, sorry. But this is Deimos, right? So this here, remember you saw this in brackets. This is exactly where you're gonna find this boss, right? So you go here, you fight the boss, and once you defeat the boss and finish the mission, you would get one of the 3 components that you would need to craft that Warframe. Alright? Pretty simple. Yes, quite simple. It's not complicated, it's not rocket science. Right? Yeah, so every time you defeat the boss, you would get one of these 3 items here. Either the chassis, the neurotics, the systems, as you can see. As you can see here, clearly, this is a case where I did the Prime Warframe before doing the base Warframe. Like I said, in the beginning, I was just happy to have a game where I was just killing people. To be honest, when I first started Warframe, this was a big flaw that I did doing the Prime Warframes and the Prime weapons before doing the base. So I just urge you all to do not make the same mistake I did. Let me see, what is the easiest way? Okay, so as we're saying that, I think the first Warframe that you in choices that you get would be between, I believe it's between Volt, this guy here. Right, so it's between, oopsie, not that one. I'm messing up a lot. So it's between, you wouldn't get a Prime Warframe to start off with when you first begin the game. You get 3 options to start off with a Warframe, and the 3 options that you would get are this guy here, Excalibur, right? It's a different skin than the one that you would see. You have Mag, that's the other option, and the last option is Volt, I believe it is. Or is it Valkyrie? Nah, I think I believe it's Volt. Yeah. So these are the 3 options that they would start you off with. You can see that they are that price in by the way, this is one thing I never do. I never spend platinum to buy a whole Warframe. I will never do that, because I mean, why are you doing that? You get me? Why are you doing that? So yeah, I think that's the indicator of the 3 Warframes that they start you off with: Volt, Mag, and well, obviously I chose Excalibur Prime. What I do to save space, because I don't have Volt and Mag, every time you master or every time you rank out you max rank a Warframe, I always sell them. The base, that is, I always sell them to make room to have the primes. So if you see some of the base here, because the game has not designed a prime for it as yet, or mainly I don't have the prime for it as yet. So Wisp, I think Wisp was introduced last year, mid last year, around summertime. I don't think there's a prime for it as yet. I just got Trinity, as you can see, is level 10. So everything that is max next to it, those are the ones that I maxed out already, obviously. Loki Prime has been out a while, and I have not been able to get. Now, some of the Prime, some of the, I don't want to go with bolts. Where's the one I was just trying to max out? Was it Grendel? Yeah, it was Grendel. So, let's see here. Oh yeah, show you. Yeah, so some Warframes have really very rare item drops, and it have other Warframes that have been sent to the vault. So as you know, as gamers, what the vault is when we say something is vaulted, it means that it's no longer accessible in the game unless you've had a relic that can get you that item. Now, when we say vaults, it doesn't mean that the Warframe itself has been vaulted. It just means that the relics that you need in order to get the item drops have been vaulted. So in short, they just say that Loki Prime is vaulted, whatnot. But as you can see here, I'm missing 2 items for Loki Prime. I could always buy the items, but like, I just built this amount of platinum the other day, and it was actually rather easy. See, just like life, it's easy. Sorry, it's hard to make currency and it's easy to spend, because so as hard as it was to make 625 platinum, it's very easy to spend it. You understand what I'm saying? So like, again, you make platinum by selling stuff. So you could sell anything here, you know, once it's prime. Warframes, you could sell anything here once it's prime. See how I have I have Jakku. It's not a prime as yet. I think this is not. It was the latest prime. The latest Warframe that came out almost as recently as what? Today is the 16th. I think the 15th, 14th. Might have been the 12th. They added a new prime, a new Warframe. I don't have it as yet. Obviously, I don't have the blueprint for it to show you guys, but I can show you guys here what it looks like, what the latest Warframe looks like. And this is the latest Warframe. I don't have any collection of what it does. I have not looked up the abilities. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a clue about anything about this Warframe. I have no clue. I don't even know how to where we start to even begin to farm to look for his components. So anyways, back to what we were saying before, showing you guys around the orbiter. So this is your Arsenal bench. This is, as you saw just now where I was cycling through stuff, this is where you go to acquire Warframe's weapons that you've already crafted. Right, so you have, this is for your Warframes, these are for your primary weapons, your secondaries, your melees. You have your companions. You go to search for your companions, your Kubrus, your flying machines, I call them. So your Helios, your Death Cubes. Again, some of these so these companions here, some of these here, they come in primed. So most of these here I would have already maxed them out and sold them to make space so I could have prime items. So like, this is the Death Cube prime. See the difference? Right. What else? Your gear. I think your gear is basically simple. I think I will do a video later on about gear. I don't think I have anything to add. Nah, yeah, there's nothing much to add. Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Alright, so your arc wing now. Your arc wing is, so there are going to be special missions, and we will get into that. Right? 1 second. Yeah, we will get into the different types of missions in another video. But like I said, I'm just showing you guys the orbiter and what you can do inside here. The different rooms and whatnot. So this is something that was introduced last year, the railjack. I have very limited knowledge of it because I hate doing railjack missions. As a matter of fact, I don't know much about it. I still have to do my own research about what railjacks are and how to use them. Right? So this here is a cyst cleaning room. I don't think you guys can see it properly, but on the left side of my neck, you see that purple thing right, sorry, that pink thing right there? That's a cyst. There are some uses for it, but I don't know all of the uses for it. I know that you can create your own new breed of Kubro, or you could have your own infested companion by using that, or if not, you could come here and you can get it removed.
Purging this.
Cleaning this room, but sadly this vile mass serves you and your warframes unnecessary evil.
So that is Ordis. I forgot to tell you about Ordis. Ordis is basically the mainframe computer of your ship, your orbiter, right? So he's like, what is he? I don't know if some of you who watch SpongeBob and Plankton just talk to his computer, Karen. This is your Karen. So anything you need help with, I don't think you can ask him anything, but like if there are any alerts while like they're in quest, he would tell you what to do anytime you need help. He's like there as a reminder. So like okay, if you craft something in the foundry, he would tell you when it's completed. So let me just craft something real quick, something that would take a minute, and this would take like a minute long. So we're just gonna wait for that to finish crafting. And when that finishes, once you're in your ship, Ordis will tell you that it's completed. Alright? He's just there for bare kicks, you know. He's just there to tell jokes. Real stale jokes sometimes, but it's a good touch. I like having Ordis there. I don't know if there's a way to silence him. I really hope you guys do not silence him. He's really good to have. Yeah, pet my dog a little bit again. Let's see here. How long does this take again, right? 10 seconds? Alright. So we wait for those 10 seconds just to show you guys an example. So once you're in your ship and it's completed, Ordis will tell you when it's completed. Alright? So you'd also get that notification in the bottom right hand corner. It looks like he's tired of talking. He doesn't want to talk, so he didn't tell me that it was completed. But on occasion he would tell you when something is completed to go and claim them. Yeah, that's basically his job. That's basically the job of Ordis. He accompanies you to missions as well sometimes. Only in quests. Yeah, only in quests. So this room here is unlocked after certain quests. Yes, that is a fish. I forgot the name of this fish. So this is my aquarium. You have magnetic fish. Different types of fish here. So this room, I think it's available for one of the quests. I can't remember which quest it is, But yeah, you could come here to customize your orbiter, customize inside here, whatever you, what would you want, what would you rather have it look like? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's basically this room here. This room is a whole different video for itself that I'm still yet to find an explanation for. So I'm gonna leave that for another time. But yeah, this is basically, so you come here, the conclave. This is where you could go and do player versus player missions, battles, and whatnot. You come here for your news. The community, I believe, is there. For what reason is it? I don't go to the community a lot. I use this here to tell me what's new, what's coming. So if ever there's a time, because there is a limited time that Warframe would bring back, they would bring back Warframes from the vaults, and if ever they do that, it would always show up here. So you see, oh, here's a good example here. Banshee Prime and Mirage Prime 121 days ago, so it would have been sometime last year. Banshee Prime and Mirage Prime are now in the vault. For that time period, I believe it was like a month, they took them out of the vault so that you could farm them. So because that was so long ago, I believe sometime soon they're gonna have another 2 Warframes available for you to farm. They're so random that you don't ever know which Warframes are going to come out of the vault. Like, I think there are plenty of Warframes that are inside the vault right now. I'm just gonna show you an example of the different Warframes. So I believe Vauban is one that's in the vault. Who else is in the vault? Is Mad Prime is in the vault. As you saw, Mirage Prime. Let me show you what. Yeah, so this is Banshee Prime. I think Banshee Prime is in the vault. Yeah, Banshee Prime is in the vault. Loki Prime is in the vault. There's a whole list of them that are in the vault, right? And when I say in the vault, they're hard to get because obviously they stopped dropping the relics for you to get them, right? So that is that. What else do I have to show you guys? Alright, so this is your navigation map. This is how you access your missions. You go here, go to the different planet that you want to go to and select a mission. This here is a syndicate. So they have, this is something that I took a while to understand, right? You have 6 syndicates here. Syndicate is like a club basically, or a clan, or should I say tribe. Anyways, they're let's use clan. So there's no, I can't say clan. Let's just use syndicates. Let's just use syndicates. Syndicates.
I give you coordinates.
Whoa, I didn't ask you that. So syndicates, basically, 1 second.
How's it lately? Got a need?
What is this? Right. Okay, so syndicates, right? These are the primary. So these are the primary ones, right? That you can find. When I first started the game, I started off with the Red Veil. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of their zone now because I changed allegiance to the Arbiters of Hexus. I'm planning to try them out to see. And the main use for these here are for you to be able to get stuff from them. So you can get like relic packs, get very useful mods as well as weapons that you can sell. So that's the use for these guys here. The other ones, we would get to those when we visiting the different planets, we would get to those. Because, for example, Cetus here, you could find Cetus on Earth. Fortuna, I think it's found on Venus. The Necrolist, find them on Deimos. And these two here, you could find them in any one of the relays. And all of them serve the same purpose. You create standing, which is like a rank through them. And yeah, that basically is that there with them. And you can get the same thing, mods and weapons and all those good stuff. Right? So that's that for the orbiter. I believe that's everything that you could find. Yeah. Oh, the market. Right. So the market. This is where you go to buy. So some of the Warframes, you can buy the blueprints. Right. 1 second. Yeah. Some of the Warframes you could buy the blueprints here, and you just have to go farm the different parts to craft them now. Right? So you could come here, buy the blueprint. You could buy a weapon, same thing, weapon blueprints here. Yeah, take the time to cycle through and see what it is you could buy. Watch and pay attention to what it is you are spending your money with, because I made the mistake already and used platinum when I thought I was using what was I using? I thought I was using credits and it was actually platinum I was using. Yeah, it happened. So, oopsie, they want me to spend money. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, this is the main use for the market. Come here to buy blueprints for the weapons. Sometimes you'd have weapons that you would. So let me just use an example. Yeah, so the ones that I have a tick by, these are the ones that I currently have. If you were to go to a weapon and you see this here, mastered, that means you maxed out that weapon already. So there really isn't a use for that weapon anymore unless you really liked it. Yeah, so that is the use for the markets. So yeah, take the time to go to your market and look at the different things that you can buy. Right? So I believe that is all for the tutorial of your orbiter. Again, if I missed anything, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment. Right? Like, obviously. Yeah, so that's the end of this video here. Where's my dog? I always like to end a video petting my dog. Alright, so I will see you guys in my next video. Please enjoy.